Hello everyone. Christmas is fast approaching, and for those of you who are attempting to purchase something for a pen lover or an EDC everyday carry enthusiast, have I got something for you today. Today we're looking at pens from the Poka pen company. Actually, I think these are put out by or manufactured in the US by a company called Pen Company of America. Something of that nature. And I've had these for a while, and I've been carrying a Poka pen in my pocket for months at least, every day. It's my everyday carry pen in a way that the Fisher Space Pen Bullet used to be. But there are some things I like more about this Poka pen, and we'll talk about that. Every order from them comes with a little informational fold-out instruction / advertising bit. In fact, there's a QR code. I don't know if that will work for you and your device. If I hold it like that, maybe you can screen grab it if you wish to do that. Poka pens, pocket-sized ballpoint pens for the everyday carry or pen enthusiast, as I've said. And they come in these wonderful colors. They are plastic. I'm not sure if that's ABS, injection mold, some type of plastic. In these wonderful colors, they have accessories available like this pocket clip. Let's demonstrate how the Poka pen works. Posts like a space pen, kind of, but with a satisfying click that you don't get with a space pen. Do you hear that? Kind of a fidget toy and a pen all wrapped up in one. The business end here, you can see, has a pair of O-rings, so it's presumably watertight. One of them seals it up when it's posted. One of them seals it up when it is closed. As you can tell by the size of the business end, the insert is very small, and in fact they do sell inserts. It looks like a very standard ballpoint, like a Bic crystal type tip on those. Plastic is making it hard to see probably, but you can see that. So you could probably, if you have a Bic or something like that that is half used, you could probably trim it down to size. Just grab a pair of scissors, trim it down, and you could utilize that as an insert here. Let's just try one of these out. I have them all over the place. It's a very standard kind of writing experience. Nothing to shout from the rooftops about. It's more the interesting form factor. That's the selling point here. I don't know where in the USA these are manufactured, but I believe the same company that makes these Poka pens also makes the Revmark quick draw permanent markers, kind of a Sharpie-esque marker whose selling point is the very unique clip design. And maybe I'll do a full review of these. This has become a replacement for Sharpies in my, whenever I need a permanent marker. So this one you see is a blue ink. I think this yellow may have a black ink in it, I'm not sure. Nope, still blue. Which one has a black ink? I'm going to guess this one probably does. Okay. The black ink is a little more pigmented, a little darker. Let's compare them with... I know I have a Bic crystal nearby. Certainly have a Bic crystal nearby. Okay. I would say the Bic is a more purpley and darker blue than the Poka pens. And let's try a Skillcraft US government to compare the black ink. Very similar on that. Okay, so back to the Pokas. So we have fancy colors, and because they are all interchangeable, of course, you can mix and match to your heart's content. So it's a fidget toy in that regard as well. If I can figure out what I'm doing. Other accessories other than the clip, there's also this Poka port, maybe? What do they call this? Poka dock. That's what it is. Poka dock. So that clips there. So presumably, for your keychain, it came with this little ring. So you put the ring on there, hook this to your keychain. Or maybe on a backpack or something, your to-go bag, your purse, clip it to your keys, whatever, and you'll have a pen always available. The only downside, I suppose, is then this would stay with the keychain or on the backpack. Well, I guess that's not a downside. Then you just have a normal standard pen. And when you're ready to close it up, snap it back on, it's back connected to your keychain or your backpack. That's kind of clever. I like the blaze orange too. You lose that on your hike and you're going to be easily able to find it again. What else? Any other accessories? I think that's it in terms of accessories that I have here. Here's a new release, relatively new release from Poka. And these are much, much cheaper than a Fisher Space Pen. And I'll put a link to Poka pens in the description here. But look at these pretty, I think they call these the Jewel Poka. Very same design. Just a translucent. Beautiful. Love it. The red is particularly attractive, I think. Here's kind of a smoky gray. A blue, when you compare it with the opaque blue, you can see the difference. Presumably you can see the difference. And what's this? Purple. Translucent purple. Where was the other? Red. Same inserts in all of these. I'm not certain of that name, if that's what they're called. I'll put corrections on screen if I got that wrong. What else? They have a tag team-up effort with Right in the Rain, which I love. Right in the Rain products. Okay, there's a strange synchronicity going on here, or a purposeful design element. Right in the Rain, the notebook, Right in the Rain is upside down here. Maybe the point is that their pens can write upside down, because if you notice on this pen, one thing I didn't show you on the other pens, they have in the plastic is formed so that it spells Poka there, but the Right in the Rain is upside down in orientation compared to the Poka. I'm all over the place on this, but all these are the same shape. I like this. Is that a hex? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's a hex around here. Very cool. It's still going to roll off a surface because it's wider in the round side, so the clip might be useful just to keep it from rolling off. This one also is Right in the Rain branded, and the main difference is they're using a different insert. It's not the standard Bic type ballpoint insert. It is a pressurized cartridge, not unlike the Fisher Space Pen. And here we see size comparison. The Poka is thicker, beefier, but shorter, and lighter, significantly lighter. This is a brass bullet pen from Fisher. This used to be my everyday carry, but I worried about losing it because these are, you know, if you buy a new one now, over 20 bucks probably. I've had this for a decade at least. Present from Mrs. Moving About, thank you. Too precious to carry around, but this much cheaper, less worried about losing it. It does have a brass pressurized insert like the Fisher, and I believe it's manufactured by Fisher for Right in the Rain, who then markets it through Poka pens. So complicated three-way collaboration there. But it is a much smaller pressurized insert than you get in the Fisher. It's very thin, so I get the feeling there's not much ink in here. And additionally, I don't believe you can buy the inserts. I think that may be part of their agreement with Right in the Rain, is that they don't sell replacement cartridges, pressurized cartridges for these. This is more of a fine point, if I recall. I don't think Fisher has a C in it, does it? Doesn't matter. So the one I've been carrying is this black Right in the Rain branded Poka pen, just in case I get caught in a downpour, need to jot down something in my Right in the Rain notebook. That's the one I've been carrying. This has been my everyday carry pen. But stocking stuffers for your pen enthusiast friends and loved ones. Poka pens made in the USA, very reasonably priced. Tremendous fun to pop open, mix and match, try out the different color combinations. They're all lovely. I give them a thumbs up. Just really fun to play with. Kind of a fidgeter, it turns out. So these are pleasing for that reason, and just handy to have a pen with you. If you're worried about carrying your Fisher Space Pen because it's going to get easily lost, well, Poka has an option for you. Thanks for watching this review of the Poka American Pen Company snap together carry in your pocket pens. Hope to see you here again next time.